Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is September 17th, 2025. It is a Wednesday. Got up today pretty late. It was like noon or something, and it was noon 30, 12:30, and immediately went to go make some baked potatoes for lunch. They'll be done in like another half an hour or so. Spent me like half an hour prepping them all, washed potatoes. I have like this specific way of doing it where like season the foil the baked potatoes are cooked in. It's really good. And then after that, I cut some watermelon. I woke up at 12:30, and Jerome Powell was giving his Federal Reserve announcement, like rate adjustment speech. What's it called? A press conference thing at 2 on Eastern time, so noon for me. So I tuned in to watch it live, and the economy's cooked. It's so funny. I mean, I guess I should basically say what he said for future generations so they don't have to go back and watch it. But he basically said unemployment is a big issue and inflation is a slightly less big issue. And they did a 0.25% rate cut from 4.5% to 4.25, which he kind of like reiterated this point that we kind of see online is corporations and local jobs are in a freeze. Every single place is like the majority of places, I should say, not every single, don't want to generalize, but the majority of places are in a no hire, no fire zone. We're not hiring anyone new, but we're not doing layoffs either, right? And so my issue with that is if we get one public headline layoff and everyone follows suit, you could have a mass layoff very quickly, right? And so it's like that's the kind of issue that he's really trying to avoid with this rate like decrease. But it is ridiculous to cater to that, right? And Donald Trump has been talking about the labor market's really strong, but we need to cut rates. Why would you need to cut rates if the labor market's strong? It's not, and everyone knows that. But he keeps insisting it's strong because his audience is older. So the older people who are retired or working very like simple blue collar jobs where they could just go out and build a fence or something, those people aren't feeling unemployment. Those people aren't feeling an economic slowdown of any way. It's young guys out of college, young women out of college, young men with no college degrees. It's those people who are feeling the job market squeeze the most. And it is so ridiculous to be at this point where we have no idea how the economy works, that we're going labor market good but cut rates. Why would you need to cut rates if the labor market's good, right? And so basically Jerome Powell kind of iterated this point of tariffs will be obviously it's coming gradually right now, but it will be a one-time price increase. Prices won't inflate beyond tariff points. And we can also have some like healthy inflation in the meantime. No, dude, it's we're looking at a real economic slowdown really, really, really quickly. Like really quickly. Especially with unemployment ticking up in the last little bit. And the issue is not that unemployment is necessarily ticking up. It's a couple different issues. And it's the unemployment rate's ticking up, sure. It's also people who are unemployed have been unemployed for more than 6 months now. Like there is a large group of people within that 4.3%, I think it is, that have not been employed for 6 months. Like capital unemployment is not normal. That's not usual business in America. And there was one other thing where people are checking out of the job market more than ever. And it's like they would rather just focus on content creation or like live off their parents' dime if their parents are wealthy, stay in a basement for free, live with friends for free, and just like do odd jobs, DoorDash. People are checking out of the real economy job market in light of other side hustles that could potentially be better time management for them. Like it is insane to think that unemployment is not an issue, but what we need now is radical change. And there's a quote in Dune. Oh, I'm going to read this really quick. There's a quote in Chapter House of Dune where they say something really, really, really prevalent to this. And I'm going to find it. So it's right over here. pretty sure. Let's look at this. Nope, that's just about stories. Nope, that's about plot. Whatever. Yeah, this is important and prevalent, basically. But it's just insane to think that a rate decrease is going to solve anything. And I hate to say like this late, but it really is this late. Like, we are kind of at the point where we have, like, we are going to get stagflation, where we are inflating prices, and at the same time, unemployment is rising. Like, it is very clearly coming. The writing on the wall is right there, and it's not even like hiding, right? No. I feel like it was after this though. That was prevalent too. Okay, I'll read this one too, because it's prevalent to me. All governments suffer a recurring problem. Power attracts pathological personalities. It is not that power corrupts, but that it is magnetic to the corruptible. Such people have a tendency to become drunk on violence, a condition to which they are quickly addicted. That is so true, dude. Like, I am not necessarily... Why is my chair in the thing? Whatever. I don't know if I have a pathological personality. I would love to one day, like, be examined by a psychiatrist on stream and just, like, be vulnerable. I think that'd be so cool. And just, like, talk about how I think and all that stuff, and, like, get a real look into it. I think that'd be so cool. Dang, where is this? I know it's here. I know you're in there, bro. It's literally talking about... No, I don't care about history. I don't care about that. Why am I struggling to find this? There's no way it was in Heretics. I pulled this out and read it to someone not that long ago. Life happens then. That is true. Be here. No, I already looked here. What's happening? Here we go. Here we go. This is it. Major flaws in government arise from a fear of making radical internal changes even though a need is clearly seen. Our entire American society is rapidly digitalizing, very, very rapidly becoming interconnected in ways never possible before. We have to radically change internally to get rid of the... It's not necessarily that... Obviously, there is rot at the core of the country. There is. Like, when congressmen are allowed to take bribes and stuff, and it's all legal and above board because they decide the law, that's not good. But that rot aside, there are so many systems in place that are not useful anymore with digitalization, with the advancement of this. There are so many systems in place that could be absolutely overhauled very easily. Like, I would say a year's worth of hard work. And we're showing up late to the party because our president is a 79-year-old man who doesn't understand that you have to be able to be looked at poorly to be looked at greatly. You have to be willing to take the hits and be a bad president for a time so that later on you can be a great president. It's that temporary pain for high gain. He is not doing anything for high gain. He is going to be looked at poorly forever. Like, historians are not going to look back at this and go, oh yeah, he was making good internal changes. Everyone agrees these are bad. Like, historically, this is bad stuff. And it's worse because he's doing the old things that broke the old systems that we had to remake in the new system that we currently need remade, right? And so it's like the one byproduct of this presidency that he is not intending, no one in his administration is intending, is the systems are going to break and we have to build new systems. But the issue is the people in power aren't going to build a good system because they don't know how to use the systems. They didn't grow up with these systems. They didn't grow up in the digital age. They didn't grow up in these things, right? They don't know how to build a new governmental system to benefit the people with digital tools, with algorithms, with things that we have currently. They're not going to do it to benefit common people. It's just not going to happen because there's no gain in doing that. There's no point, right? And so you have to have people who want to build systems for people to implant those. And you have to have a government that is confident enough and secure enough in itself to make internal radical changes comfortably. And the issue with this whole right, left, progressive, conservative, liberal, Republican, it doesn't matter because both of them need to meet here and really radically change everything in a different direction. Republicans are not working for people. Democrats are not working for people. Populists are taking advantage of people, right? It's like we don't have good political choices to be made in anything we do. We don't have people who are walking around going, I'm going to do what's right for people. It just doesn't exist. It literally just doesn't exist. And how? How can that not exist when we are the voters, when we are the people who hold the power to decide who gets into office? How? And there's so many things at play, but we have to have some radical internal change. But people are so afraid of change that it's like almost anti-American identity to change. And I can't understand why, when it would benefit absolutely everybody. I can't understand why we wouldn't change. It's nothing but fear and greed. That's literally, there's no reason not to. This is already dragged on. This is a crazy morning video log. Yeah, economy's cooked. We're gonna definitely see stagflation here in the next 3 years. It is gonna be a time to be alive, and I'm so excited to make video logs through it all. So, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I will see y'all tonight. Peace.
One eternity later.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Today was Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. It's been a solid day so far. So all the goals, brush teeth, make a morning video log, cut watermelon, cook baked potatoes, wake up Ava at noonish, and then I wanted to watch the Federal Reserve announcement, and that was pretty much all I had planned for the day. Yeah, woke up at 12:30, made the baked potatoes, put them in the oven, cut up some watermelon, and then woke Ava up, made my morning video log, and played some Kingdom Come Deliverance for like 20 minutes. And then got the potatoes out of the oven, plated them up, got our dip or whatever, and then we watched an episode of Week Hero, or almost watched a full episode, but we had to get ready to go to work. So went to work. Work was good. It was honestly like slow enough that I was able to like read and play on my phone or whatever. But what was I gonna say about that? It was slow enough that I was able to like read or play on my phone, but I still like made good money. Like people were tipping me pretty nicely, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, my first table was, I didn't recognize them at all, and then my second table was like a dad and a kid, and then my first table actually almost left her sweater at the restaurant. There's a table of 5 that like kind of chased her down for her. It was pretty funny. And then I had a back table of 6, and then I had a back table of 4. And that just means they're sitting at a table instead of a booth. They were pretty cool people. They were all really cool people, regulars. And they ended up like collectively tipping me like $30. And I was just like, bro, let's go. This is sick. And so, like people were nice, even though it was pretty boring. And then after work, I wanted some McDonald's, so I went and got McDonald's. And then, what else was there? Phone, stop. And then, went and got McDonald's. That was pretty good. Sorry, that was probably like right in the microphone. That sucks. Then came home, ate that. I watched the rest of like the newscast from the Federal Reserve announcement, and then what else did I do? I just played Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance for a couple hours now. It's been great. And then I went and watered the plants and brushed my teeth, and now I'm ready for bed. And I was like, I'll make an evening video log just real quick. So, yeah. Hopefully this is a real quick one. I rambled in the morning video log, so you guys have heard enough of my voice. I wanted to share a quick daily thought about credit scores. I don't understand still. Like, I feel like I'm deeply in tune with the economy. Like, I really enjoy hearing about the economy, like, seeing the economy. I love researching like the intricacies and like seeing all the weird ways you can do stuff to affect the economy. Like it's deeply interesting to me. I don't understand what the point of a credit score is. Still, like I don't understand. And it's like it is so weird to have a credit score that you have to borrow money to borrow more money in the future. That is so strange to me. That is the strangest thing I've ever heard. And it's like even especially when it comes to personal credit scores, it feels so impersonal. Like there's no person watching your stuff and going, "Yeah, you'll get this paid off, man. You got this. Like you can do this, whatever." It's so interesting to me that like when you apply for a mortgage, they pull your credit. When they apply for a car, a credit card, all this stuff, they pull your credit. That's so weird. Like what? I feel like there's a couple different things you could ask for in lieu of a credit score that would give a much more accurate, like, is this a good idea to let you borrow this money? And I feel like the economy would be better off if we didn't use credit scores and just literally knew people's finances. Like, if we were open about finances, the economy would be so much better off. In my mind, there is this disconnect for people where it's like, we kind of assume everyone is in the same situation as we are. Right? Like you kind of just like there are people who are much better off than everyone else and know that, right? And there are people who are much worse off than everyone else and know that. But for everyone who's kind of in between, like kind of struggles sometimes, kind of does great sometimes, I feel like if people were open about their finances, like much more open, the economy would be better. Like we would just be better all around, be more connected with each other. Like we in America, we view our finances so personally, and it's so weird to me. Like it's I don't feel like personally attached to my finances. I don't at all. Like I don't care. And it's like I don't enjoy embellishing my finances either. Like I couldn't go band for band with anybody. And I'm cool with that. I don't care. Like it doesn't matter to me, you know? The number doesn't mean anything. And it's just like it's so weird that people kind of flex the credit score as well. Like, yeah, I paid back debt. And that's cool, bro. That's so cool. It's like it is weird to me because the system is made for borrowing. Like there is no like safe way to get stuff without borrowing. And I don't understand why. Doesn't quite resonate in my noggin. So I'm sure I'll revisit that daily thought in the future and understand it much better. But for now, I just wanted to share that. I hope you all had a wonderful Wednesday. It was great for me. I enjoyed talking about Federal Reserve stuff this morning. It was pretty great. So, yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.